Saturday. Welcome to day 15 of my 31-day live video challenge. Today I want to talk about whether you trust your intuition. Now, a lot of people think when I talk about intuition is that you have some psychic ability and you have some magical abilities where you can, predict the future or see things other people can't see. But when I'm talking about intuition is trusting your gut and your innate knowing. And we all have that, but we tend not to listen to it. And why is that? Because we don't take time to listen to it. One, our life is so busy. All we're doing is go, 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 go. So we don't even have time to listen to that voice. We can't even hear it because we're so busy. Another reason is that you don't trust yourself. Maybe you are hearing your inner voice or your intuition, but you're like, nah, that's just crazy. Just crazy talk. And so you don't believe it. Or it might be that, no, that's probably the only two reasons. I'm like trying to think. I wanted to talk about intuition today because of something that happened to me today. So went to the zoo with my family today, and I was thinking, okay, let's just pay for parking. Okay. And of course, we got to the zoo and it's like, oh, there's street parking. Let's just park there. I'm like, oh, it's only 2 hours. It should be okay. We might not be there for that long, or, even if we're there for an extra hour, it might be okay. Anyway, but it was funny because as soon as I thought of going to the zoo, I was like, oh, let's just go to the paid parking. I was thinking that there's a parking near the zoo and just to go there, but it's actually really busy today because it's Saturday and everyone goes to the zoo on the weekend. So we ended up parking on the street. I didn't even mention paid parking. I don't know why, even though I was thinking about it. And of course, lo and behold, we came back to the car and we got a parking ticket. Now, if I listened to my intuition, which was telling me to pay for parking at the car park, I probably would have got a spot and also wouldn't have been fined $80, which is fine. I was like, what's done is done, move on. We'll just pay for it and move on. But it's not the first time that it's happened. Another time that's happened to me, and this is just driving, let alone other things in my life, right? I do listen to other things because I actually tune in and kind of listen to it. Sometimes I'm still like, yeah, that's a bit crazy talk, but whatever. My word this year is trust. So broke my trust already today. But just another example is because I am actually quite tuned in. I remember driving my daughter to school one morning, and there's actually a few roads, side roads that I can go through, and sometimes it's a bit faster. But I'm like, no. Just go the normal route and go to the traffic light and turn. But I remember that day, it was like, just turn now. And I went, nah, kept driving. What happened? I was stuck in traffic for an extra 10-15 minutes, and we were I don't think we were late for school. We're nearly late for school. But it was just this instant, just turn, and I ignored it. So sometimes your intuition comes loud and clear. Sometimes it comes very quietly. Now, it depends on which circumstance you are in and where you are in terms of your mental state and how clear your mind is. Sometimes you hear it, sometimes you don't, sometimes you ignore it, sometimes you won't. But for me, I listen to my intuition when I, actually sit there in silence and, tune in. Whereas I get a bit flustered when it just kind of comes at me. So for me, that's probably something that I need to learn this year, to be okay if I just get this, something shouting at me or telling me to do something else, and it's to trust it. So remember, my word for this year is trust. So I already broke that today, but that's okay. It's always just bringing it back and remembering that that's my word. So if your word is something for the year, so for example, my word is trust, it's okay if you did something contrary to your word. What it needs to happen is go, why didn't I act according to what my word is for the year? So for me, why didn't I trust that little voice that told me to go pay for parking? I hate paying for parking, so that's why. I just kind of just totally ignored it. But no, it's really bringing it all back and going, okay, my word for this year is trust. Why didn't I trust myself in that moment? What was happening? All those things that you need to ask yourself those questions. So that's my little story, my little fun story for today. I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend, and I know those in America, it's just the beginning of the day, so have a great Saturday. For those of you down here in the Southern Hemisphere, in Australia, New Zealand, I know it's towards the end of the day, and I hope you have a great evening. I'm going out to Escape Room tonight, so I might have another interesting story to tell you tomorrow. That's it. As always, I love you, I believe in you, and have a blessed day.